Imagine if there was a supplement that could unlock your body's true potential, a well-kept secret that many have yet to discover. If you're one of those who thinks creatine is only for bodybuilders, or that its effects are temporary, get ready for a revelation. Taking creatine every day can literally transform how your body functions, both inside and out. And the most intriguing part, the benefits go far beyond just muscles. Have you ever wondered why elite athletes and even doctors recommend daily use of the supplement? No, it's not just about lifting more weight at the gym. Taking creatine can affect everything from your physical performance to your brain health. The most impressive thing, while many people overlook this supplement, you could be just one step away from discovering one of the safest and most effective ways to improve your performance quickly and sustainably. Stick with me, and I'll show you why creatine might be the supplement you never knew you needed, and why you should start using it today. What is creatine? Creatine is like that extra fuel your body has always had available, but often doesn't fully use. Naturally present in foods like red meat and fish, this compound is stored in your muscles, and when taken as a supplement, it can be a real ally for those seeking more strength and performance. What most people don't know is that it's already inside you, just waiting to be optimized. When you take creatine every day, it acts as a facilitator, allowing your body to reach new energy levels during intense exercises. Now imagine this, you're at the gym, and the last rep of your exercise feels almost impossible to complete. That's exactly when creatine steps in, giving you that final push. This is the role it plays in the body. By increasing phosphocreatine stores, it ensures that ATP, the body's energy currency, is always available at crucial moments. In other words, by taking creatine regularly, you're not just preparing your body for better workouts, but also equipping it to face bigger physical challenges. More than just a performance supplement, creatine is a fundamental piece of muscle evolution. Once someone understands that it's not just for bodybuilders, but for anyone who wants to improve their performance, everything changes. The real question isn't if you should take creatine, but when you will start. After all, knowing that science is on your side, there's no reason not to take advantage of this edge. Speaking of science, this brings us to one of the most debated topics, creatine's effectiveness for muscle gain. Creatine's effectiveness as a muscle-gaining supplement. Creatine undoubtedly stands out as one of the most effective supplements for those seeking real muscle mass gains. And when we talk about effectiveness, we're referring to results that can be seen both in the short and long term. You know those days when it feels like you've reached your limit at the gym? With creatine supplementation, that limit becomes a thin line that's easily crossed. Studies have already shown that regular creatine use not only promotes increased strength, but also the ability to sustain high-intensity exercises for longer periods. Imagine this scenario, you've been training for a few months and are seeing progress, but you feel like your body still has more to offer. That's where creatine comes in. By improving your body's ability to regenerate ATP quickly, it allows you to maintain workout intensity for longer, which in turn results in more muscle gain. This makes creatine one of the cornerstones when the goal is to maximize physical performance. And the beauty of this supplement is that it's not just for bodybuilders, but for anyone looking to improve their endurance and strength. And of course, we can't forget to mention that creatine's positive effects accumulate over time. As you use it consistently, the results keep coming. Whether you're a beginner or a more advanced athlete, creatine offers a practical solution to reach new heights. And it's important to remember that its impact goes far beyond workouts, as we'll see when we explore how it works in the body. How creatine works in the body. When we talk about creatine's mechanisms of action, we're diving into how this supplement really works in the body. In simple terms, creatine acts as a reserve of energy that's ready to be used when the body needs it most, especially during high-intensity exercises. Once ingested, creatine is converted into phosphocreatine, which is then used to regenerate ATP, the primary energy source for muscle cells. It's like having a portable energy charger always available during your toughest workouts. Now think of a high-intensity workout, you're lifting weights or sprinting at full speed. Your body needs quick energy to sustain that performance. That's when creatine comes into play, allowing ATP to regenerate more efficiently. This results in improved physical performance, as your muscles have the energy they need to keep going at high intensity for longer. This extra energy production is what sets apart those who supplement with creatine from those who don't. What's even more interesting is that this accelerated energy regeneration isn't just temporary. It directly impacts the recovery and muscle growth process. This means that by using creatine regularly, you're not only optimizing your performance during workouts, but also preparing your body to recover more efficiently promoting long-term muscle growth. And if that sounds impressive, wait until you learn about creatine's direct advantages for muscle growth. Benefits for muscle growth. Creatine is, without a doubt, one of the most effective supplements when it comes to muscle growth. It works on multiple levels to maximize muscle development. By increasing your muscles' capacity to handle more weight, it allows you to lift heavier and do more repetitions. And, of course, this translates into more stimulus for muscle growth. Another important factor is cellular signaling. Creatine enhances communication between muscle cells, ensuring that your muscles are always in a state of growth and recovery. Moreover, creatine promotes the production of anabolic hormones like IGF-1, which is crucial for muscle growth. This hormone plays a vital role in increasing muscle mass and recovery after intense exercise. A clear example of this is that by taking creatine before or after a workout, you enhance your ability to naturally generate these hormones. This means more muscle growth and faster recovery between training sessions. So what you gain with creatine goes far beyond just more strength. Finally, one aspect many don't know is that creatine also aids in muscle cell hydration. When your cells are well hydrated, they function better and recover faster. This means that simply taking creatine daily helps your muscles become more voluminous and ready for future challenges. And the most interesting thing is that while you're enjoying the physical benefits, creatine also offers additional advantages that go far beyond muscles, as we'll see in the next section. Additional benefits for brain health and preventing neurological diseases. Although creatine is widely known for its muscle benefits, its effects don't stop there. The brain also benefits greatly from this supplement, especially in terms of energy and protection against neurological diseases. What few people know is that, just like muscles, the brain also relies on ATP to function properly. By supplementing with creatine, you're ensuring that your brain has an extra energy reserve, which can be crucial during moments of high cognitive demand. You know that mental fatigue you feel after a long day? Creatine can help combat that, providing extra energy for brain functions. Furthermore, studies have shown that creatine can play a role in preventing neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. This happens because it acts as a protector, preventing cell death and helping maintain optimal brain function. This is one of the reasons why creatine is so important, not just for athletes but also for older adults and those looking for long-term brain health. Imagine taking creatine not only to improve your physical performance, but also to ensure that your brain is better protected as you age. These brain benefits add to its effects on the body, making creatine a complete and powerful supplement. And the most interesting thing is that while you enjoy these advantages, you can also count on its safety, as creatine is one of the most studied and safest supplements on the market. Speaking of which, it's time to debunk some common concerns about the potential risks of creatine. Safety and myths. When it comes to supplementation, many people fall for myths and misinformation, and creatine is no exception. One of the biggest myths surrounding creatine is that it can damage the kidneys or liver. However, countless scientific studies have already proven that when used at the recommended doses, creatine is completely safe for the vast majority of people. In fact, it's one of the most studied supplements in history and has an extremely high safety profile, widely used by professional and amateur athletes around the world without issues. Another common myth is the idea that creatine makes you gain weight or causes water retention. While creatine does increase water retention in muscle cells, this doesn't mean you'll gain fat. On the contrary, this retention within muscle cells enhances performance and muscle growth without unwanted effects. If you're worried about the number on the scale, it's important to remember that the extra weight is due to increased muscle mass and water inside the muscles, which is completely different from body fat. And of course, it's always worth highlighting that creatine works best when combined with a good diet and training program. Like any supplement, it doesn't work miracles on its own but can certainly accelerate the process of muscle gain and performance. Now that we know creatine is safe and effective, it's important to understand how external factors, like diet and hormone levels, can influence how much creatine your body stores. Another frequently circulated myth is the belief that creatine only benefits young athletes or people who train intensely. However, research has shown that creatine can also be extremely beneficial for older adults, helping to preserve muscle mass and strength, as well as improving bone health. This is especially important because with aging, the loss of muscle mass and bone density becomes a significant challenge in maintaining a good quality of life. In other words, creatine can be a valuable ally not only for elite athletes but also for anyone looking to age healthily. There's also the myth that taking creatine exhausts the body's receptors or that the body gets used to it, rendering it ineffective over time. In reality, creatine doesn't cause this kind of fatigue in the receptors. Unlike other supplements or substances that might require cycling, creatine can be used continuously without losing its effectiveness. In fact, it's recommended to take creatine every day to maximize its effects, and many people have been using it for years without any need for breaks. So far from being harmful, continuous use of creatine can be a strategic choice for those looking for consistent results. Regarding the frequency of use, many still wonder if it's really necessary to take creatine every day, even on non-training days. The answer is yes. Daily supplementation is crucial to keep your creatine levels elevated in your muscles, ensuring that your body is always prepared for moments of high physical demand. Even on rest days, your body continues using creatine for muscle recovery and energy regeneration. Therefore, by taking creatine every day, you ensure that your phosphocreatine stores are always filled, resulting in better performance during workouts and more efficient recovery. This simple habit can make all the difference in your long-term results. Influence of diet and hormonal factors. Diet plays a fundamental role in how much creatine your body naturally stores. Most of the creatine obtained through food comes from animal sources, such as red meat and fish. That's why people who follow a vegetarian or vegan diet tend to have lower levels of creatine in their bodies, making supplementation an even more important strategy. Even those who regularly consume meat may not get enough creatine from their diet alone, as the amount found in food is often insufficient to maximize muscle levels. Besides diet, hormonal levels also influence the body's ability to store creatine. Hormones like testosterone and IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1, are directly related to muscle mass increases and the body's ability to use creatine efficiently. During periods of higher hormone production, such as during youth or intense training cycles, the body may have an easier time storing creatine and maximizing its effects. This is why creatine supplementation is so effective. It ensures that creatine levels are always optimized, regardless of hormonal fluctuations. Another interesting factor is that people with more muscle mass naturally have a greater capacity to store creatine. This means that the more muscle you have, the greater the amount of creatine your body can accumulate and use. For those looking to maximize these stores, the combination of a proper diet, hormonal control, and creatine supplementation becomes a powerful formula for optimizing results. And when these factors align, the effects of creatine can be even more pronounced, something that has been confirmed in numerous scientific studies. Studies on the impact of creatine. Over the years, various scientific studies have confirmed the positive impacts of creatine across different groups of people, from elite athletes to the elderly. One of the most interesting findings is that creatine can significantly increase strength and muscle mass, not just in highly trained individuals, but also in those who are just beginning their exercise journey. This makes creatine a universal supplement, effective for virtually anyone looking to improve their physical performance. In a study conducted with older adults, for example, the results showed that creatine not only helped increase muscle strength, but also contributed to maintaining lean mass, something crucial for health in old age. These effects aren't limited to muscles alone. Creatine has also been shown to be beneficial for brain health. Research indicates that creatine can improve cognitive functions, such as memory and learning, especially in situations of high cognitive demand. This reinforces the idea that creatine goes beyond muscles, offering benefits that extend to mental well-being. These studies have motivated the inclusion of creatine in protocols for preventing cognitive decline, particularly among older populations. It's no wonder creatine is frequently recommended not only for young athletes, but also for older adults who want to maintain an active and healthy lifestyle. With a large volume of research conducted, we can confidently say that creatine is one of the most well-studied supplements with the most scientific backing. Whether in terms of safety, effectiveness, or the breadth of benefits, creatine continues to be a focus of numerous studies that reinforce its importance for both muscle and brain health. And when we think about maximizing these results, it's essential to understand the recommended doses and the correct strategies for using creatine, as we will explore next. Recommended doses and usage strategies. Creatine dosage is a topic that raises many questions, but the general recommendation is quite simple. 3 to 5 grams per day is sufficient for most people. This ensures that creatine levels in the muscles are always optimized. Creatine monohydrate, the most common and well-studied form, is widely used and efficiently absorbed by the body. For beginners, it's possible to go through a loading phase where about 20 grams of creatine are consumed per day, divided into 4 doses for 5 to 7 days. This strategy helps saturate the muscles more quickly, allowing you to feel the effects sooner. However, the loading phase isn't essential for everyone. Many prefer to start directly with a daily maintenance dose of 3 to 5 grams, which also guarantees consistent results, though slightly slower. The important thing is to stay consistent. Take creatine every day, regardless of whether it's a training day or a rest day. Should you take creatine before or after your workout? There's no strict rule. Some studies suggest that taking it after a workout might be slightly more beneficial for muscle recovery, but the most important thing is to ensure daily consumption. And of course, the guidance of a professional, such as a nutritionist or a physical trainer, is always recommended to adjust supplementation to your individual needs. This is especially important during competition periods or intense training, where it may be necessary to adjust the dose or strategy to maximize the benefits. Whatever approach you choose, the key to getting results is consistency and knowledge. Now that you know how to use creatine correctly, you're ready to start reaping the rewards of this powerful supplement. Conclusion. Now that you understand the power creatine has to transform your body and performance, the real question is, why wait any longer? Every workout you do without taking advantage of all these benefits could be a wasted opportunity. Imagine how it would feel to see your body reach new heights, both in strength and muscle gain, knowing you're making the most of every bit of effort you put in. It's not just about training harder, it's about training smarter, using the right tools to maximize your results. So, why not start applying this knowledge right now? Have you thought about how different your next workout might feel? You could be just a few weeks away from seeing significant changes. And if you still have doubts, remember, creatine is one of the most studied and safest substances in the world of supplementation. Now the decision is in your hands. Will you keep training the same way, or are you ready to take your performance to the next level? If you want to keep learning and growing on this journey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any content that will help you reach your goals. Let's go together on this journey of evolution.